Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and I wanted to update the Mythic tier list for Overwatch. Now, we did this a while ago. It feels like almost it's got to been 5 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons since it's happened. But yeah, we're going to do our best. I'm gonna get rid of F. I always hate the F. I like having the five. It makes it a little bit more even. So yeah, we're gonna rate all the skins. We're gonna put them in S to D, S being the best, D being the worst, and then we're gonna balance these so I don't have two of a top heavy or bottom heavy tier list depending on what skins we are. So yeah, we'll start off the Genji one. Genji is the only character I don't own on this one. I don't. It's not that I don't like the skin. I've just never caught up on Mythic credits to get him after the fact. When I first played Overwatch 2 was when I first came back to the game, and I got all the way up to 79. I was like half a level. I think I was half a level away from and getting it, and the season ended. But I only did that like within like a couple days because I played so much. So that kind of sucked. But I think overall, I still like the skin. I'd probably just put it in C for right now because I honestly think it is cool, but I haven't been able to like it myself because I know I'm gonna have to then spend extra money to get it with the Mythic credits, which I really don't want to do. Next up is the Junker Crane one. Now this one's a cop out because it wasn't really a Mythic because it just was like a normal skin that was based off of the stuff, like for the season, like the Greek mythology stuff. And then they added the colorations later when they figured out what they were doing with these mythics. I still think the skin's pretty good, but like I don't feel like um it's truly a mythic because like it really wasn't built around that way. Next up is the Kiriko one. This one was great. This one's automatically an S tier for me. The skin is really cool. It almost feels it like really out of all the characters' skins for like for the mythic, it feels just like a mythical skin because it just feels elevated to the max of who Kiriko is and stuff. Other than maybe like a full like Kitsune like tricked out thing, this is pretty close to it. Then we have the Galactic Emperor Sigma. I thought this one also fits Sigma really well. I rock it myself, so I like it a lot. I probably put it up in A. It could slide higher just depending on space, but I think right now A is the safest. At the moment, with these S, A, and B skins, all of these skins I use currently most of the time. They're either in the favorite rotation or they are the skin in case of Sigma and Junker Queen. So I'll also say that. So it might change a little bit of where I put stuff. Next up is this Tracer skin. It was like the Avenger one. They had like 3 different modes. I think it was also another cop out thing. It was before they really figured out what mythic skins were. D. Then we had the Fort Warforge Anna. I don't think this is the worst, but this is still pretty bad. I'll probably put it in C. I don't think I'd ever use it. It's not bad, but it's just not a mythic skin when other characters got this just in regular battle pass skins. Then we get this Hanzo skin. The colors are cool, but the face and the rest of the design is just not it for me. I'd put it in D. I'd never use it. I never think I've even equipped it. I think I looked at it, changed it up to around the colors a little bit, was like, oh, I don't like any of this, and just left it there. Next up is the Orisa Beast one. I use the ice version of this as my current skin. I like it a lot. I'm going to put it up in A tier. It's a cool skin, like the sound effects that are changing on it. It's the one that actually kind of feels like a mythic skin. Again, also like the Kiriko one, it just feels like an elevated version of Orisa that feels mythic. Same thing with this Mora skin. They just feel like they're regular characters, but elevated. Like, and I kind of like that as the idea of the mythic instead of necessarily having a theme for the skin. These are just like the max the character can be, and maybe they could, expand on this on a couple of the other characters. But I think more also up in S tier. This is a skin I use. I use the different color skins of this one, like the different stuff, the customization, but I do eventually want to get the gilded one or the iridescence of this one. So that's thinking on my mind automatically should be up an S tier. Then we got the Evil Mercy one. It fit for the season that they were doing. The skin itself is okay. I think the sound effects and the other stuff with it kind of work. I kind of feel like they could have gone a little bit harder on the Angel of Death type theme to it, but I still think it's pretty competent to be a mythic skin, so I'll put it up in B. Next up, we have the Ash one. It kind of fit the Power Ranger vibes of the villain. I like the sounds it makes too on this one. So I think they really, I like when they do all that. The sounds, the effects, everything changes on it, makes it feel like a Mythic skin. I'd also put this in B. It could trend up if I have a little bit of space, but I don't think I will. Next up is the Anubis Reaper skin, another skin that I currently have equipped. That's why I like a lot of these Mythic skins that are up here, because they are the skin that I have equipped, even though I have skins that I've bought or have gotten from loot crates and different stuff like that, and still not gotten anything too better and stuff. But the sound effects on this, the colorations and stuff, and the customization you can do with it is pretty good. I'll put it up in A. It could slide up a little bit higher, but we are starting to get to some of the better ones when they starting to get better with the mythics. Honestly, I think they got like a cool thing together, and they started figuring out what to do with the mythics and made these a lot better. Next up is this Widowmaker one. I actually really like it. I'm going to put it up into B, and I'm going to slide the Mercy one down because I feel like I'm losing space. Um, Honestly, I'll move the Anna also down to D. And I think that should be good for the time being. The Widowmaker one's really cool and a lot of fun. I don't really play Widowmaker that much, but that is my Widowmaker skin. I just think I like it, but I don't know. I can't put it much higher because I don't think I would ever really. I don't use the skin because I don't use the character. I have it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't. This one's probably the hardest one to rate. Next up is the 4 Reinhardt one. I like this one too. I use it. Um, hmm. This one's pretty solid. I'll put it in B. I feel like I'm going to have to move some stuff around. I think B is a good spot to put it in until I can get the rest of these rated. Next up is the Zenyatta one. I was rocking this for a while, but I went back to my regular Zenyatta one. I like the different like thing for the Discord and for the healing that you can change, and that it has like a different like logo on the top of it. All that's kind of cool. But again, the design itself is okay. I'm not a big, super huge fan of it. I got bored of it easily, so I put it down in C. And then next up, we have the Juno skin that just came out, the Magical Girl one. It's perfect. The Magical Girl set in any of these type of things is just always so good. I don't know why don't do stuff like that all the time. It just makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna move the Widowmaker one to A, and I think pretty solid on the rest of all this. Pretty much from everything B up, I use all of those skins. Everything from C down I don't use, and maybe that's why they're lower, because they're skins I don't really necessarily use or not all the time compared to the Mercy and Zenyatta one, is because I did use those at some point. The rest of them, minus the Genji skin on the D tier, I've never used and barely have ever looked at because they're just not that good, at least to me. But yeah, you guys like these tier lists? I have a bunch of stuff coming out like this in next couple days and stuff like that. So if you're liking it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.